Hello and welcome into episode number 106 of Pod by the River. I'm your host, Hogdale, and I'm joined today by my handsome, large phallus cohort, Justin MLB. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, Hogdale. How are you?
I'm having myself a nice day. Watch the Sox play some decent baseball. Won a very weird series, after getting completely shit stomped, made to look like the biggest jabronis in the fucking sport after game one. They come out, win a good game two, and then game three is just like one of those awful no-run fests. But like, hey, at least they came out the winning end of this one.
Yeah, I did not. Well, the 1-0 win is kind of on brand for half of it. The offense only scoring one run that tracks. The pitching performance tonight by my ace, Sean Newcomb.
Yeah.
Unbelievable performance. I mean, I've always liked this guy. I've always thought, he should have his spot in the rotation. I've never said a bad thing about him. And if you find something bad about him that I said, no, you didn't. So, yeah.
Definitely fake news.
Yeah.
Me personally, I hope it's the last fucking time I ever see him again. Glad he went out on a high note. Sick. You're not a Major League Baseball player. Get off my roster. You suck.
Yeah. He would be a pretty good Chase Anderson candidate, I would think. Him and maybe Dobbins. I would think that they won't want to keep Dobbins stretched out. So I don't know. Not a bad performance at all. Induced some double plays. Between him and who was it, Littell, right? Yeah. Between him and Littell, the top velocity of tonight's game between both starters was like 94.8 or something. It was pretty funny. It was like kind of old school baseball, but good series. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I want to say, it was mostly a good series. Let's get the negative out of the way first, because I just don't want to fucking think about it after this pod.
Yeah.
Are we worried about Tanner Houck? Because I might be a little bit here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, it's funny. He put up a triple double that night. It was like double digit hits, double digit runs, double digit, whatever, earned runs. I mean, right now I am concerned. He looked like he was progressing pretty well since his last spring training start, and then it just, he had nothing. Nothing really came out about him tipping his pitches. We haven't heard anything about that. Whether they're keeping that in-house or not, maybe me. I don't really know. His stuff looked just flat.
It was so hittable. Everything was so hittable.
Yeah. It was. I think someone said, by the numbers and all things considered, it was, I think, one of the worst starts ever by a Red Sox starting pitcher.
It definitely backs up the eye test. It's the worst I've ever seen him. I have never seen him pitch that horribly. He looked fucking horrific.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I haven't seen a lot of pitchers pitch that bad. I mean, that was, all things considered, you had the Bear Claw game and whatever, but this trumps almost all of them. This was horrendous. Like I said, his stuff was flat. His velo was actually, because Lou Merloni, he mentioned that, or I think he quoted someone saying maybe he's hurt, or maybe he was tipping pitches or whatever. His velo is actually up on all of his pitches by at least a full mile an hour. And I want to say off the top of my head, his RPMs were I think around average for him.
Yeah.
So my thinking is maybe if he, because sometimes some pitchers like to they have to overcompensate if they have some sort of injury or underlying injury. They overcompensate with velocity. I hope that's not the case. I think we would have heard by now if he was hurt. I think it was just a bad start, and hopefully he can just go out there his next start and kind of dust himself off and forget about it.
You gotta hope so. I mean, looking at the Savant page, every one of the stats, he took massive leaps in last year under the hood. They're just all down by a lot. even his ground ball percentage, which was one of the most elite in baseball last year, 93rd percentile, it's still above average, but 67th percentile.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a 30-point drop. Like, allowing
Yeah.
way more home runs, allowing way more hard hits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah. And I mean, I want to say his start wasn't even a product of playing or pitching in a spring training facility. Because if I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there was a whole lot of home runs that game. They were just hitting the ball all around the fucking field and all around the park. And, but everything was hard contact. Everything was loud contact. Even the outs were loud contact. It was just a nightmare.
Listen, like, his defense did not help him at all. The Red Sox defense was horrible, but it's not like, they were like softly hit balls that like were like just getting past. They were all rockets, even the ones that were on the ground. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. There was plenty of blame to go around. The offense, I think they only scored 1 or 2 runs. I mean, that's any which way you cut it, you weren't gonna score 16, 17 runs. And then the series got better after that. That was the low point, and it seemed like from what we heard, Cora went rip shit on everybody in the clubhouse after that game. I don't know if you heard the same.
Yeah.
But he was just in a horrible mood, and justifiably so. I mean,
it was fucking embarrassing. It was an embarrassing performance by all parties involved. It was horrible.
Yeah. Yep. And then game 2, they look like a completely different team.
100%. In this game, obviously, Sox take it 7-4. Walker Buehler out there, I thought he looked like as good as I've seen him all year through like the first 4 innings. But like the 5th inning, he really started to like melt down. His stuff started to look way more hittable. I don't know if it's like that's just a third time through the lineup is going to be a challenge for him this season. But I mean, at least he gives you the 5 innings, I guess. Only gave up 2 earned. Alex Bregman went absolutely fucking ballistic in this game.
5 for 5.
5 for 5 in his career.
Yep.
What I was told.
Yeah, he did. He got his fucking money's worth, and then he had a baby after that game. So
he was out because he had sex 9 months ago. Sadly.
Yeah, congratulations, Alex.
What a bum. How about stick it out for the team?
Seriously. I mean, $40 million a year. What the fuck is this guy doing? I mean, seriously.
What are you go see the old ball and chain? Got to see the fucking wife and the new kid.
Yeah,
mother?
your family is the Red Sox. Okay, Christian Campbell, Jaron Duran. That's your fucking family. All right, not your wife and kids. I don't want to hear it. It's baseball season.
There's something that Alex Bregman and Ed Hand have in common. It's not no dedication to the cause.
No, absolutely. Ed's supposed to be here. Moderating this whole thing, hosting this whole podcast, giving us the trust-o-meter, which we're going to see later if he updated it or not. We don't know. You know what? Look, being a dad, get a grip, okay? Unbelievable.
Get your fucking priorities in order, man.
Yeah. I actually did see someone made that take. I think it was Ian Brown that yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised anymore by what I see on the internet, but that person got rightfully flamed for it. I was included in that, and it was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, 5 for 5. He was a triple away from the cycle, and then said, "I fucking hate cycles. I'm just gonna hit another home run."
Cycles fucking suck and not for losers.
Yeah, I would say a triple less cycle with just another home run added to it is probably better than a cycle when you think about it. Yeah, that's more impressive to me. A 5 for 5 game is probably more impressive than a cycle is. Cycle is just for aesthetics. He fucking killed it. Buehler looked really good until, like you said, the 3rd time through the lineup. Which, look, we have Cutter Crawford coming back soon. Hopefully, we can't be doing this whole third time through the lineup thing once again. All right, we already have someone. Yeah, we already have someone. That's their job, is to suck in the 3rd time through the lineup. We can't have Buehler doing that too. So hopefully they can figure that out. But great game.
Noteworthy hitting performances. Duran also had a home run in this game, his first of the season. Drew a couple of walks as well. So that was pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, yeah. And then Casas was. We got to talk about Casas, man, because Casas is still not like back to what we think he can be, what we've seen him
No.
be. But he had, I want to say he had three batted balls last night in game two that were over 103 mile an hour, and I think a fourth one was like 98 or 99.
Yeah.
Um, and tonight he had two flyouts, 100 miles an hour or more. So the bat speed's there. It's just we're gonna talk about weather again. Do we need it to heat up a little more for these balls to finally fucking go out?
Or just like, like find a gap. Like he's getting a bit unlucky here. I mean, it's nice he's hitting balls hard. I hate to be the he's hitting balls hard guy. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
But like fucking like I just want to see him be him soon.
Yeah.
Please, because like it's just painful to watch. I hate watching this shit. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah. I mean, look, we could have said this about his April last year. We could have said this about his April and his best year in his rookie season. I mean, this is just what he does. And it's just like a never-ending cycle. Once May hits, he starts hitting, and then he starts shutting everybody up, and then everybody see the narrative always changes from he sucks, he can't hit. We should have Romy Gonzalez and Roman Anthony play first base for him. And then the narrative changes to, oh, look, he's doing yoga poses on the field. Like, and then because they can't talk about his hitting, that's what I expect to happen. Hopefully that happens sooner than May. That'd be cool.
Right. Funny thing is, because like Cass in the last two games, especially, like I look at his face and like he just looks mad. He looks annoyed.
Yeah.
Because he's like, he probably is thinking to himself, I'm doing things correctly, and I'm not getting the fucking results I want. He also got the intentional pass, like when he could maybe have like broken the game open, or at least had a chance to. Like after getting out 2-0 in the count, I was so fucking annoyed.
Yeah, you know what? That's Kevin Cash. Kevin Cash lives to annoy anybody that is not a Rays fan. So that's what he does, and he's good at it too. He's really fucking good at it. And sometimes he does annoy Rays fans too with some of the shit he does. But it's coming. It's coming. It's gonna take probably another week or so, but the signs are there. His bat speed is near elite. It's just a matter of quality of contact. And we were talking about this in the group chat, I think I want to say yesterday, but I wonder, and I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder if he took a little bit off of his bat speed to kind of focus just a touch on more on quality of contact if he starts seeing results.
Well, I know in like the off season he was like he said he was trying to focus on adjusting his approach so like he can use the wall more.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know, I just hope that didn't fuck his timing up. Like because it seems like as we've gotten into the season, like his timing has just been off.
Yeah. It kind of looks like what Rafi was battling through in the beginning of the season, where his timing was also seemed off. And then, I mean, lately Devers has kind of gotten back into a weirder funk a little bit, I guess. He's not. I don't think he's striking out as much, but I don't know. I mean, this just could still be him just kind of figuring it out. But yeah, both those guys' timing is just still kind of not where it needs to be. And tonight was something I saw was Tristan would look like he was kind of working some more counts. I don't think he was swinging freely at first pitches every single time, which was really cool.
I think he was much better. I think his eyes adjusting better as the season. I just hate talking hypotheticals. I just want him to fucking break out, man, and do it. Honestly, the most concerning thing to start the year is he's just like not walking the way he should be. Like, like 2023, like 93rd percentile walk percentage. 2024, the sample size wasn't big enough, but like in like the half sample size, he had a 12% walk rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a guy like who has one of the more elite elite eyes in the league, and he just kind of hasn't been showing it off yet. Because like even when Tristan was slumping a lot in 2023, it's like he'd still get his walks because his control of the strike zone is usually that good.
Yeah, I do think like if he, I mean, you like you said, you can walk and strike out some. We've seen players do that before, where they had high walk rates and decently high whiff rates as well. I think that kind of goes hand in hand for some players, and some it might not. But I expect him to kind of work it out and be able to kind of work some more counts. If he works some more counts, then he'll be able to walk some more. I just think it's weird. Like it's weird. He needs like a lighter trigger. If you see a ball that you think you could like really capitalize on, then swing it. He gets a lot of these calls where they're like at his knees and he may not swing at it just because he knows it's going to be a ball, but sometimes it's not called a ball and he leaves it up to the umpire's decision. As we know, when you leave it up to the umpire, it may not always work out. So
I'll never blame him for taking a pitch that's actually a ball. My problem is when it's like he takes it and it is a strike.
Sure, yeah.
Like I don't mind if he like takes the pitch, he gets called out, but he's correct. I don't mind that because you shouldn't compromise your fucking approach on a fucking 80-year-old senile man.
Yeah.
My problem is like recently when he's been taking pitches at the bottom of the zone, it's still in the bottom of the zone and it is a strike.
Yeah. No, I was more so like just saying that when it's like strike three called. We've seen that a couple times where he's strike three called looking and he's he goes back to the dugout and it may not have been in the strike zone, but it was still a strike.
It has been in the strike zone. Those bottom of the zone calls. First couple games of the season, he got a couple that were below the knees that were called strike three. Like I'm fine with those. Take those. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have to compromise with shitty quality contact on a ball below the zone because of an 80-year-old man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you're not going to do anything with those fucking pitches anyways. You're just going to beat him into the ground, and the launch angle that the Red Sox have been seeing lately, it's going to fucking
not everyone is Rafael Devers who can hit a ball at his fucking shoestring and elevate it as a home run.
Yeah, no, I wish. But yeah, I think he'll be okay. Like I said, we've seen this trend before. The true test will be in a week or two when May starts approaching, and if he hasn't figured it out by now, then I'm going to be concerned. Right now, I'm not concerned. The defense is the defense. He looks like he's working through some defensive ruts. I don't. Yeah, he's working on it. He's working on it, but yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about it. I mean, the DRS is kind of, I think, in -3 or -4. That's not anything that he can improve on in a couple weeks.
-2 now, actually.
Okay, so he's actually gotten better. That's good. But yeah, he'll figure it out. And all we want to see is him shut everybody up and be the best offensive player on the Red Sox, because he definitely has the potential to do that. That'd be fucking fantastic, but we just gotta wait. It's all good.
It do be all good. We hanging out.
Yeah,
we are chilling.
We are
game 2 as well.
Big chilling.
Looking at the bullpen, Justin was not a very good outing. Zach Kelly was good for 2 innings, then Cora brought him out for the 3rd inning for some reason. Don't really know why.
Don't know why. Yeah.
He did that, but he still he allowed 2 runs. So the game was they were still up by 3. Chapman came in to get, I think, exactly 1 batter out to end that game.
Yeah. Avoidable. I would have just liked to see Slayton maybe after Zach Kelly. We all know Zach Kelly. I mean, Zach Kelly looked nasty last night. And then, I see him getting shit on social media today, and people are like, this is why you don't bring in Zach Kelly, because he gives up runs. Like, you didn't watch the game, first of all. Because the first 2 innings he pitched, he was fucking disgusting. Nobody could touch him. And then the 3rd inning where he was nearing 50. He wasn't nearing 50 pitches. He was nearing 45 pitches. I mean, I don't know why Cora did that, and it seemed like he pulled the fire emergency latch, whatever you want to fucking call that shit. What is it? Lever or whatever. And got Chapman in, but it worked out. Hopefully Cora kind of learns from that and doesn't do that again. Please don't have your relievers go 3 innings unless they're maybe Whitlock or Chase Anderson role. Please,
Literally.
please.
Yeah, it was like, it just doesn't. It's just on his. It's funny because like the second you're like, oh, Core's not using these guys in multi innings, he immediately
I know.
like spammed the I'm using these guys for multi innings button.
I know. We were talking about that too. I actually gave Cora props. I was like, he's not doing it anymore. And then he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna do it for 3 innings now instead of 2. How about that? How about that
Even
shit?
worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, come on. But yeah, good win. Good win. Yep.
Moving forward into Game 3. I mean, really a snooze fest, but at least they won the snooze fest this time. The only run of the game came from a David Hamilton liner home run, which is like only a home run in that little league, not a real stadium. Like, we'll take it, I guess. I mean,
yeah. Of all the random players, if it wasn't going to be David Hamilton, it was going to be someone like Cedar Rafaela driving in the only run or some shit, some fucking stupid shit like that.
Literally.
Yeah.
The only other time in the game where the Sox did something was like when Duran got on that error that wasn't an error.
Yeah.
The right center field that he immediately tried to steal third for some reason. I don't know why he did that, and I got immediately thrown out.
Oh, he's trying to get aggressive, Hogdale. You know, he's trying to get aggressive on the base paths.
Rafael Devers is at the plate. Like, just let Rafael Devers be Rafael Devers and hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, go from first to second every day. Fine, completely fine. But like third, you better time your jump right, fucko.
I honestly think Duran would steal with anybody at the plate. I think he would steal with Barry Bonds at the plate. He just does not care. He wants to make it all about him, man. He's, like, calm down. We're gonna drive you in. You're gonna get in. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Duran, when he gets on the base paths, man, watch out.
Dude's a fucking maniac out there.
Hell fucking yeah. We love to see that shit. We love to see the old Jaron Duran back. It's a really nice sight. So, and then bullpen looked fucking awesome tonight.
100%, like a rare, like Greg Weissert, genuinely great performance, like on all regards.
Yeah.
Did the impossible, stranded some base runners, and then came out and completely shoved the inning afterwards.
Yeah. And then Whitlock was fucking disgusting.
Whitlock looked amazing. Just genuinely fantastic. Struck out 4. I think he struck out like 3 in the first inning, didn't he?
Yep. Struck out the side in order. Yeah. Yep.
It was he was unbelievable. His stuff had a lot of movement to it.
Changeup looked disgusting. It looked devastating. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch.
A night like tonight is like one of the days like where you're fine seeing him in the multi-inning relief role when the bullpen is kind of burnt out.
Yeah.
The last couple games, he completely shoved. Looked filthy. Justin Slayton came in, slammed the door shut. I mean, that curveball he was throwing looked. It was just utter filth. Like
Rich Hill-like.
Filthy pitches I've ever seen.
Prime Rich Hill. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
it was disgusting.
Dick Mountain Hammer.
Seriously. Yeah, that was a nasty performance all around. Sean Newcomb. That's
best performance as a Red Sox.
Best performance probably ever. If we're being honest.
Yeah, probably in his career. That is a very true statement. Sean Newcomb is not a major league pitcher.
No.
And see people and be like, oh yeah, Sean Newcomb. This is why you don't get mad about small sample sizes. Yeah, he's down to a 3.68. Okay, cool. And you don't want him here either. Shut the fuck up. Get off of my baseball team. You're not a real pitcher.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You had your first Cooper Criswell-esque start of the season. That was worthwhile. And now get the fuck off of my baseball team.
He do have a FIP, and I think it's a very low FIP. I want to say it's in the 2.3s, 2.4s. That's pretty fucking good.
Sick.
Pretty fucking good. Pretty good.
Dobbins can take his spot, and Bailey can come back and take the other rotation spot. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like Dobbins more. It seems like when Newcomb's out there, he barely gets by, but he does get by. He skates off ever so slightly.
That's what I was saying. He had a Cooper Criswell start.
Yeah,
that was a Cooper Criswell start.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Like
was.
one of the good ones, at least.
Yeah, no, not the horrible ones that we remember. That was like prime Cooper Criswell. Getting some double plays. The strikeouts weren't crazy. Your max velocities at like 95. Yeah.
Absolute fucking gamer. I mean, like, yeah, game 3, like that's basically all of it. Like, but Raffy had like a nice little hit. That was cool, I guess. Like I said, Cass has got the intentional pass in this game because fuck Kevin Cash, piece of shit.
Yep. Yep.
Like, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. It was the first game was boring to me because I turned it off after the second inning. I
had that luxury, brother.
I know. I felt for you, man. I couldn't bear through it. I mean, I watch a Red Sox game. I'm like, what am I going to learn today? There was absolutely fuck all I was going to learn about that fucking game. I was not going to learn a thing. I saw what I had to see in the box score, and then that's it. So, and then the rest of the series was, like you said, pretty boring, but they got the fucking win. They're back at 10-10. Back to 500 we go.
I genuinely hope this is the last time that we see the fucking, that meme that Pot on Lansdowne shares every time we go back to 500.
It's like every for 4 days.
I hate it. I hate that graphic so much because of how many times I saw it last year.
Yes, dear.
Nothing but visceral fucking hatred. Babe, time to go back to 500.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. Like, no. Get this fucking piece of shit away from me. That and Preggy for Breggy are murdering me right now.
Well, that 500 meme has some mileage.
Dude,
it's like 3 years old, I think, and they've used it. I mean, in the last 3 years or 2 years alone, however old it is, they've probably used it once every 2.5 weeks, maybe. I think that's pretty generous too. They may have used it every like 1.5 weeks or something.
The Sox got to 500, I think, on like 15 separate occasions last year.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
Yeah. So they got a whole lot of mileage out of that
It was like
meme.
the official image of the Boston Red Sox. Like,
seriously,
it was that image, and it sucked.
Yeah, the Boston 500s is what they used to call them. Not anymore, hopefully.
Yeah. Spoiler on my Clark's ketchup vote, I finally acquiesced to Preggy for Breggy because I said it.
Oh, you should have done a grip check while you were at it.
There's not even a fucking Dunkin' Donuts near me. I get grip checked by fucking thermos. It's a cup. It's not
don't do that. I tried to do that once. I broke my hand. I'm just kidding. I didn't. But yeah, no, you could grip check this water bottle, but you got to be careful. See. Yeah.
I'm not grip checking a coffee. I'm a fraud.
No. Wait, so you don't have Dunkin' Donuts out there at all? Really?
No. Well, the nearest one's like in Ankeny, I think, which is like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh my God. Well, in fairness, I think, and I'm not talking shit, but I think everything is 30 minutes from everything in Iowa. No.
Not true. I can go to Ames, which is 10 minutes away from me.
Mm.
Oh, there actually is Dunkin' Donuts in Ames. It must be like in the college section, so it's like probably like 25 minutes away from me.
Is that Iowa University?
Iowa State University.
Oh, okay. That's the what's it called? The
17 minutes away. Lit.
What's their mascot? I forgot.
It is a cardinal, which is named Cy the Cyclone.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking of the other Iowa, the University of Iowa.
Yep.
Yeah. Good wrestling school. Really, really, like notoriously good wrestling school.
Both are. The greatest wrestler in the history of college wrestling went to Iowa State.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Cale Sanderson, motherfucker.
Yeah. Some would say what's his name? He's like the WWE wrestler now. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was an incredible college athlete, college wrestler.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, fucking freak. Still is.
Huge.
Yeah. But yeah, Red Sox win 1-0, and wrapping up that series is nice. I honestly thought, and it's funny too because they won 1-0 in a bandbox. in one of the
Yes.
smallest fucking stadiums you can think of, and the score was 1-0. Baseball is such a fucking stupid sport. The Red Sox got outscored 20-9, and they won the series. Unreal.
Superlatives.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Who's
let's
the
do
hit
it.
of the series, Weston?
Ooh. I want to go Bregman, and I think I'm going to go with Bregman. It's just a little. It's going to be Bregman because they're really. I'm not. It's not going to be David Hamilton. He was the only hitter that produced in tonight's game. So, 5-for-5 game. Had a baby. Congrats on the sex.
Congrats on the sex, brother.
Yeah, you have a day off on Thursday. You better see your ass back there on Friday. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, he's I think his OPS is in the mid 900s. His Savant page is starting to get redder and redder every day I look. So yeah, Alex Bregman.
I'm also going with Alex Bregman. I don't even really think it's that much of a competition. No one did shit offensively this series, like outside of Bregman. Like Duran had a home run, that was cool, but he didn't do as much as Bregman. And Hamilton had a home run, but I'm pretty sure he only played 1 or 2 games in the series, and one of the 2 games would have been the fucking one no one gives a shit about.
Yeah. And then just for the record, Ed and Brady's picks. You know what? It's funny. We last time we did superlatives together after that marathon stream session you had, we didn't actually. We got Ed and Brady's picks for superlatives that night. We never said them on the air. So I'm doing the disservice. The service. By the way, this podcast is brought to you by Beyond the Monster.
I'm so fucking done, bro.
I just remembered.
That's awesome.
Professional podcast.
The most professional podcast you've ever fucking seen in your life. Don't get it twisted.
No. Ed and Brady's picks for hitter of the series is Bregman as well. So clean sweep for Bregman. Good job. Enjoy your child because you're not going to see him until November when you're hoisting a World Series trophy.
100%.
Yeah. Pitcher?
His pitcher's even harder. Fucking. Who stood out? I'm not giving it to Sean Newcomb. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Why?
You can't make me give it to Sean Newcomb. He fucking sucks.
He
won.
I
want to see him again.
He pitched a shutout on a series win game on a rubber match.
Fake. If
Hmm.
I'm gonna give him a
know.
pitching performance that I actually thought was impressive and looked good, I'm giving it to Garrett Whitlock because he did in the innings that mattered more. Fucking 7th and the 8th.
Man, boy, oh boy.
Bueller wasn't good enough. He doesn't deserve it.
Hey, respect Bueller. All right,
I like Bueller, but the outing wasn't good enough.
I'm gonna give you a spin zone take for me. It's Houck for me.
What?
Yeah, because hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay.
It's gotta be Tanner Houck.
Hear me
It's
out.
gotta be fucking Tanner Houck.
Hold on, I gotta pull up his box score here. Just give me 1 second. But
Bad.
I know it's horrible. I'm gonna explain though. I'm gonna explain my stance here. Just give me a second. All right.
No problem, man.
All right. So his final line was 2 1/3, 10 hits, 11 earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. If you're counting in fantasy in points in a points league, that's anywhere from a -20 to -30 performance, which is horrendous. Without him blowing it the fuck up, I don't know if we win this series. I mean, look. I don't know if we win this series. I don't know if Cora goes on his tirade that night in the clubhouse and says, everybody better wake the fuck up or I'm going to line you all up and shoot you. I don't know if that may not happen, and then we may not win the series. I do think them getting their asses blown the fuck up on Monday night led to a resurgence on Tuesday. They finally fucking woke up, and then, today they were able to just absolutely dominate on the pitching side. Newcomb is debatable, but the bullpen was absolutely nasty, and then they squeezed out a 1-0 win in one of the smallest stadiums ever created. So, thank you, Tanner. Is
Tanner
what I'm.
performance? You said it was a pitcher triple double.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that segment on Inside the NBA. Where, Charles Barkley's looking at a Laker game, when Lonzo Ball was on. He's like, look, Lonzo Ball had a triple single.
It's exactly what it's like, actually. That is exactly what it's like. He put up wilt numbers. Tanner Houck did to
so bad,
Monday.
Man.
Yeah. He was really trying to fill up that fucking that box score. So mission accomplished. But yeah, my pitcher is Tanner Houck. And then let's see, Ed never. Oh, okay. Ed wanted to give it to the entire Red Sox bullpen, but couldn't do that. I don't know why you couldn't. I mean, you could if you really wanted to.
If you want to.
Yeah, but no, he said Garrett Whitlock. So that'll break the tie because Brady's pitcher, which might be worse than mine, to be honest with you, is Sean Newcomb.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, his pitcher is Sean Newcomb. I would have loved to have him on to explain that, but I don't know.
Wants him to be the new Cooper Criswell so bad.
Yeah, and not everybody has to be Cooper Criswell. Not everybody has to be.
Could just be Cooper Criswell.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Poop sock.
Oh yeah, poop sock. I'm supposed to give that out. I mean, yeah, I have to give it to Tanner Houck. What do you mean? There's not another fucking
Jesus
option for me to
fucking
give it to. Dude, that was maybe the worst pitching performance I've seen in my entire life, and that's really saying something.
It's my pitcher of the series.
He was horrible.
The fuck?
Yeah, this guy got a pitcher of the series vote. How could he possibly get a poop sock? It just doesn't add up. That dude, it was bad. Everything was getting hit. There's nothing he was throwing. The fact he had so many swings at his pitches and then one strikeout. Dude, that is so telling. That is so bad. I hope he figures out whatever's ailing him, whether it be an injury or whether it just be him fucking up. Because, yeah, man, he's been bad. And it's been a pretty large sample size now since the All-Star break of last year. I think last year his xERA ended up at 4.11. So, maybe we'll get some positive regression if he pitches to that level. But, yeah, he's looked horrible, man. He's looked horrible. He looked horrible in that game. Maybe the worst I've ever seen. Sadly, got to give Tanner Houck the poop sock. I hope he figures it out.
Yeah, me too. Maybe all we need is him to start a series every time and then let up 14 earned runs, and then Alex Cora loses his mind, and then we win the remaining 2 games. Maybe that's what we need. And if that happens, I mean, I'm going to be voting for him every single time. I'll be honest. But yeah, I think he has to figure out a way to turn some more walks into strikeouts. And he's a pitch to contact pitcher, so I get it. His strikeouts should be in the 5 to 8 range on any given night. I mean, that's what he was putting up last season for the first half, I believe.
Yeah.
And he has the stuff to do it. We've seen him do it. It's just I don't know what the fuck he's working through, and there's really no clarity either. No one's really saying anything one way or another. He doesn't seem to be injured. He doesn't seem to be tipping his pitches. There's really just no explanation for why his stuff is so flat this year. I really don't know why.
It's a big fucking yikes, brother. Definitely a big fucking yikes.
Yeah, but that's why you have guys like Crochet, and hopefully Bueller can kind of step up to be a number 2, so you don't have to really worry about it too much.
All right, so we move on to the newest and truest updated version of the Trustometer, the Trustometer.
He did update it.
He updated it yesterday, and he said he didn't make any changes today because he thought it was still the same for the most part. Subtitle is Winkowski out of the cellar. In the number 9 spot, it is Michael Fulmer, completely deserved. He fucking blue sucked and should get off of my fucking baseball team. glad we spent a year rehabbing this guy. Just had to have this guy come to the Red Sox rehab facilities and then stink up the fucking joint.
Yep.
Hopefully Patrick Sandoval is much better than this actual fucking clown. Sucks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Genuinely sucks. Number 8, Josh Winkowski, who usually does suck but hasn't sucked recently. He's been serviceable, done a good job. Hopefully I don't have to see him for too much longer, and we can get like real pitchers like Luis Guerrero to come back up into this bullpen.
Yeah, baby.
And get rid of this, loser.
Yep.
Number 7, Justin Wilson, who's actually really good in his appearance today. I thought he was definitely worthy of earning some trust. Love to see that from Justin Wilson. Hopefully we could see him continue to do pretty well against lefties. Number 6, Zach Kelly. He got left in an inning too late for no reason, but the first 2 innings he looked basically dominant. His stuff was disgusting. He looked great. I actually do like him here in the number 6 spot. Number 5, Bibble Bernardino.
Nailed it.
Yeah. He hasn't really fucked up yet this season. He just hasn't really had a fuck up. He's playing well. Love Bernardino. Love Bibble. He's my guy. Number 5. Number 4, Greg Weissert. I mean, he earned some equity, especially in this game, man. Like, he legitimately looked nasty. Like, that's the first time, I think, since Weissert's literal first appearance as a Red Sox where I'm like, oh, shit, this guy's got some real stuff going on. Looked amazing in the 1 and the 3rd inning. I see him building the trust here, and I respect Ed putting him up this high in the list.
Yep.
Number 3, Garrett Whitlock. He was incredible tonight. Showed and staked his flag of why he deserves to be top 3 in the trust-o-meter. He's fantastic. Love Whitlock. Hope he continues to dominate like that. Number 2, Justin Slayton. Looked unhittable in his save situation tonight. Started introducing the curveball more, which his curveball is completely nasty.
Yeah, it's
almost
dominant.
Unhittable. I hope he uses it more from now on because it really threw the batters off. Loved it from Slayton. Fantastic. Deserves number 2. Number 1 is Aroldis Chapman. He's a bad person and sucks, but also he's literally been basically immaculate as the Red Sox closer. He's like exclusively done his job.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the trust-o-meter for April 15th because it was published yesterday. Brought to you by my stream. Listen to my fucking stream, you degenerates. I need you to come out because otherwise I'm a stickity stab you. We'll stab. We'll fucking.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants
so
that.
Stabbed. It's over.
Don't get stabbed. Because Hogdale will twist the knife when he stabs you, and then you'll fucking die from a.
I'll pour
infectious...
salt water in your wound too to really rub it in.
Yeah.
And lemon juice with razors.
Ooh, God. More stabbing. Okay.
Yeah. It's a multi-tiered kind of torture we got going on here.
I think Slayton's gonna take over the most trusted reliever by the end of the year. I don't think Chapman's really gonna fall off like the face of the earth. I think his trust will kind of go down a little bit, but I feel like Slayton will end up in the season for the overall trust meter in the number 1 spot. Looking at tonight's game when he was pitching, I mean, that curveball. I don't think I've ever seen that curveball from him look like that before.
Dude, it was ridiculous. So much movement.
Yeah,
just insane movement.
It was demonic. It was crazy. He
gets hung for that if he throws that curveball in like the fucking Salem witch times.
Oh my God, yeah. And then he's throwing 98 too. He's throwing, these are his top pitch velocities from the night. 97, 97, 97, 98. That with that fucking curveball is insane. And you know what? That's closer stuff, Hogdale. That's closer stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Anything else you have?
No, there really isn't a ton to talk about this series. The storylines that we've gotten from this series are just kind of continuations of storylines that we've already been hammering home over and over again. Hopefully by the next series, like some of these tired out pieces of shit will be like over because like, Cassis is hitting now, or
that'd be great.
Back. We can go see what's Bayo look like now that he's back. Hendricks, I think they said, is coming back around the same time as well. Reportedly he looked good in rehab outing, but I don't really give a shit about rehab outings. I can't lie. Like Bayo looked bad in the rehab outing, and I'm like, okay.
Well,
that means nothing to me. It's a spring training game, basically.
He gave up runs, but I mean, his line. He gave up 6 hits in 4 1/3 innings. Here's all I'm concerned about. This is all I'm concerned about. 1 walk, 7 Ks, 71 pitches, 51 strikes. That is all I give a fuck about. I don't know if you seen the footage from his start tonight? Well, you not probably not because you were streaming. Obviously. Take a look. Take a look when you're done here. I'll send it in the group chat. But his stuff looked fucking nasty. He legitimately like more nasty than I've seen him in a long time. His slider was nuts. His sinker was working it inside on right-handed batters, and it looked crazy. And then he was hunting. It looked like he was throwing a 4-seam fastball too, high in the zone. Unless that was a really fast sinker, I'm not sure. I only saw it like for a split second, but
also shout out to my boy Brandon Brewer, who like put out like this AI made fucking like newspaper.
Oh, that's who made that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck did it do to my face? It looks like a horror movie.
Yeah, you look like you're wearing a Hogdale mask, and it wasn't. It was like produced in China post tariffs.
Look how big my fucking hands are.
Yeah.
The fucking thing, and like they're melting into the microphone.
I wish we could show it here. There's no way we could show it here. Oh yeah, pull that shit up. Let's see it.
Here, share screen. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's so fucking horrifying, dude.
Let's see.
This is not showing up?
Hold on. Add to stage.
I'm sorry, hit.
There we go.
There we go. Dude, it's so bad. It fucks up the Clark's Ketchup shirt that I was wearing. It fucks up my shit in the background. All they had to do was copy-paste the picture into the fucking newspaper. And, like, it ruins me. This is why AI is dog shit and should never be used, man. I'm sorry. It's horrible.
It is really bad.
It looks like there's, like, a horror movie thing that's, like, right behind my shoulder. It looks like there's, like, a creepy man behind me who's, like, about to fucking kill me. It's like the fucking Babadook.
So what are you holding?
That's my microphone. That's supposed to be me gripping my microphone like this.
It looks like a cowboy boot or something.
It's so bad, dude. And like my Red Sox sign in the background there, like, see how it turned into like a melted jarbled piece of garbage.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God.
This is the greatest audio only segment ever, by the way.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, for anybody that's watching on YouTube, this is gonna be a real treat. But
it's horrible, dude.
Yeah, yeah. That's hilarious. I saw that today. I was at work and that came across my DMs and I just looked real quick. I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And then like I looked back later today and I was like, that is freaky.
It's fucking nightmare fuel, brother.
Literally is. Yeah, that literally is nightmare fuel. Giolito's still behind Bayo. Probably. It looks like Bayo's gonna start. I think he might start Patriots Day, or the day after Patriots Day, which would be pretty cool.
A true American patriot.
Yep. Yeah. We saw, Brian Bayo, vampire, as we know, only likes to pitch at night, and then Alex Cora said, "How about 11 a.m., motherfucker?" So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll actually work out in our favor because 11 a.m. is closer tonight than it is the afternoon. So, or no, actually it's not. That's a pretty stupid thing for me to say. But we'll see.
Justin, looking forward to the next series. I regret to inform you, we're back against our boogeyman, the Chicago White Sox.
Oh fuck!
In a 4-game set this time.
Great.
Game 1.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, they're playing on Monday together? Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I'm looking at it right here. Game 1, Martin Perez versus Titan of the industry, TBD.
No, Jesus.
Probably Hunter Dobbins.
Okay.
Probably Hunter Dobbins.
I go with that. Yep.
Who you got in that one, dude?
White Sox. I'm just gonna come out and say it. White Sox clean sweep. Yep. Yeah. But you know what? Because if it happens, then I look like a genius. If it doesn't happen, then I'm happy. So White Sox are gonna clean sweep.
Well, we know all your picks. So I'll go through the rest of the problems.
Yeah.
Game 2, it's Shane Smith versus our boy Garrett Crochet. Chance with a 2.04 ERA. Crochet with obviously a 1.38. He has been the definition of elite.
Hell
Out
yeah.
of that game 3, it's Sean Burke versus Tanner Houck. The battle of hot ass. Burke with a 7.56 ERA. Houck with worse, a 9.16 ERA, allowing a run per inning. 10 strikeouts versus 11 strikeouts, both in 3 starts. Burke is in 4 starts. That's insane. And then game 5, it's Jonathan Cannon with a 5.79 ERA against Walker Buehler with a 5.23 ERA. I'm taking Sox clean sweep.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bold of you.
Yeah.
To
One. Sox clean sweep.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's sneaky motherfucker. God damn it. God, I should have done that. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
This seems like one of those series where the Red Sox here, they're gonna get swept or they're gonna sweep. There's no way.
I hope to God this
They're
is where
split.
off.
Yeah, they better.
Back at Fenway Park, you'll be getting Bregman back probably like game 1 or 2.
Yeah, these are supposed to be free fucking wins. This is the last time you're gonna face this team for the rest of the year. So fucking figure it out. You know, figure it the fuck out.
Obviously, the road gets harder because no shit. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, the road gets harder after the fucking White Sox, the worst team in the history of baseball.
Yeah, it's hard
Like,
hard to
you play the Mariners at home and then the Guardians, and then you get the Blue Jays again.
Yeah, well, as we know, any AL Central team not facing an AL Central opponent just becomes almost the White Sox.
Almost.
Royals got swept by the Yankees. I don't know if you've seen the Yankees lineup recently, but it's pretty much Judge and fluke Rice start to the year and a bunch of 700 OPS guys, just like how it was in previous 5 years or so. So,
real.
But yeah, it's I hope I'm wrong. I'm gonna ride the bandwagon and say Sox sweep too.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. So Sox are sweeping. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We have anything else?
No, I'm tired.
Go to sleep, man.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
All right, gentlemen and everyone, thank you all so much for popping into this episode of Pod by the River. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Everyone enjoy the off day Thursday. Have yourselves a fantastic night. Go Sox.
Love you guys.